What's up, everybody? We're here to record how Snickers are made in a factory. One question, like, Snickers, you fuck with it or not? Snickers. I don't want to say that word a lot. I'm more of a Mars guy when it comes to that type of chocolate, because I'm not really I don't really do chocolate like that. My teeth are not great for this shit. I like cakes and stuff like that. So, as you can see, because I have men titties. Let's watch.
It's that perfect blend of fluffy nougat, gooey caramel, salty peanuts, and creamy milk chocolate. It's the deliciousness of a Snickers, the candy bar that's been satisfying hunger for nearly a century. When Frank C. Mars created this irresistible combination of salty and sweet in 1930, naming it after the family's favorite horse, it's been putting smiles on faces ever.
You had a horse named Snickers? Or didn't have DS? Because that's what it looked like. Just put an S because you're, too close to the other word.
Since. Today, Snickers isn't just the world's best-selling candy bar, it's a cultural icon, offering everything from fun size to king size, almond to peanut butter, and even ice cream varieties.
Oh yeah, true. Yo, here's the thing. If we reach 1,000 subs, I'll try to get every type of Snickers that we have that exist, and I'll do a video tasting them all. All of them. Ice cream and everything. I'll do it. Damn, that's gonna be expensive, but I'll do it if we get to 1,000 subs by the end of next month, before June.
There's truly a Snickers for every type of craving. So come along as we uncover the secrets of the Snickers factory, witnessing the creation of this legendary treat, layer by delectable layer.
Is this the one that people say, oh, you're not you when you're hungry? Is this Snickers?
The tasty journey that's likely to bring a smile, just as its name suggests.
Can cure racism.
Inside this bustling Master Foods facility in Waco, Texas, Snickers are born on a massive scale. This single factory churns out a whopping 65% of all Snickers bars sold in the U.S.
Oh, in the U.S.
35% come from a network of factories scattered across the country, ensuring that every candy aisle nationwide is well stocked with this cherished snack. The magic begins with the creamy milk chocolate. But there's something special about this chocolate. It's especially formulated with higher amounts of cocoa butter and lecithin, which naturally raises its melting point. The result is a chocolate that resists melting in your hand, but dissolves delightfully the moment it touches your tongue. So let's dive into how this unique mixture is prepared, and why it's perfect for creating that unforgettable Snickers experience. In short order...
Did you take... Important question, because of that person just took it out of the package. Do you take it full out of the package, or you leave it in the package and you go eat it? And when you reach the bottom of the package, or the bottom of the chocolate, then you take off the package and you eat it, Because you don't want to get your fingers dirty, right? Am I wrong? Am I right? You let me know.
First, top quality cocoa beans are deshelled by this machine, before the inner nibs are roasted in this large oven.
Where do you get your cocoa beans, though?
After that, the cocoa nibs are ground in an industrial miller and combined with sugar and milk powder, in which forms a thick paste. The chocolate paste is then...
Imagine working in that factory. The smell. Smell of chocolate or just cream. Yeah. Oh. Just need to taste.
Then sent to a refiner, turning it into a fine cocoa powder. From there, the powder is conveyed to another large mixer called a conch. Inside the conch, large arms churn the powder while additional cocoa butter and lecithin are added in, creating this creamy liquid mixture. And lecithin are inside the conch. Large arms churn the powder while additional cocoa butter and lecithin are added in, creating this creamy liquid mixture. Finally, the chocolate is tempered, a unique heating and cooling procedure that allows for a more uniform crystallization of the cocoa butter within the chocolate. This step also gives it a higher melting point, preventing it from melting too quickly when it's held in your hand. If you're curious to see a chocolate making process in more detail, check out the link in the description below. As the milk chocolate tempers to perfect its silkiness, the factory busily prepares the other key ingredients for Snickers bars, starting with the
Snoopy's inside. I don't know. I saw peanuts, and all I can think about is Snoopy and all those fucks. I don't remember. Charlie Brown. Is it Charlie Brown?
Fresh roasted peanuts. This 2,000-pound bag of raw, deshelled runner peanuts is hoisted up and fed into a large funnel called a hopper, which feeds a conveyor belt that carries the peanuts onward to the roaster. It's estimated this factory can use about 21 acres worth of peanuts for making Snickers bars daily.
Jesus.
The peanuts are then transferred to this specialized conveyor system that oscillates from side to side, ensuring each nut will receive equal exposure to the heat as they progress into this massive 150-foot convection oven. Once inside, the peanuts undergo a 30-minute roast at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, unlocking the deep...
Say that in normal numbers. I have to look it up. 360 Fahrenheit. 360 or 350? 3 FTC 176. Okay. I know how.
Rich, nutty flavors that make Snickers bars so irresistible. While the peanuts travel through the oven, the Snickers creamy caramel is being prepared in the kitchen area of the factory.
Caramel. How did they make that?
The process starts in this large industrial 800-pound vat, where corn syrup, butter, condensed milk, sugar, and salt are mixed and brought up to temperature. The mixture is then caramelized in this vacuum kettle at temperatures of around 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes, carefully monitored to prevent burning.
So I'll say like 100 degrees Celsius, you know. No, not 100. No, it has to be like 120 or some shit like that.
While ensuring the perfect consistency. Near the end of the cooking process, vanilla extract is added in to enrich the caramel taste, and emulsifiers like lecithin are added to make it smoother and more stable. This mixture is then cooled to achieve the right viscosity, ensuring that each layer of caramel in the Snickers bars is velvety and rich. The entire process can take up to 45 minutes in total, so while the caramel is cooking, the nougat is made in a different part of the factory.
They're making a nougat. Just kidding. Nougat.
Crafting that chewy, sweet center of a Snickers bar.
That does not look good, though. But where did they get the cocoa beans? Are they getting that shit from Brazil? But the peanuts. Where are they getting the peanuts? In the nougat. Are they getting it from like Switzerland or some shit like that? From somewhere? They're not making this shit. It's coming to them. You know?
Begins with this delicate art of nougat making. Inside this large vessel, corn syrup, sugar, salt, and water are blended together and heated to a precise 250 degrees Fahrenheit. This syrupy concoction forms the base of what will become the nougat's super sweet core. The next step sees this hot syrup carefully combined with fluffy, beaten egg whites, transforming into an airy, creamy delight. To achieve the perfect consistency, the mixture is then mechanically stirred and cooked further at 270 degrees Fahrenheit.
Around 190. So it's gotta be like what? Imagine like working in that factory. Not only the smell, it's just a sweet smell of chocolate or anything like that, and then you just see the machines just working.
striking a balance that allows the nougat to set just right, firm yet pliable. However, this process is a delicate dance against moisture levels though. Too much humidity in the air will cause the sugars to draw in water, potentially requiring the heat to be raised to maintain the nougat's ideal texture. After all, achieving the precise firmness is critical. Anything too soft wouldn't be the perfect chewiness expected in every bite of a Snickers. After achieving the ideal fluffiness, the nougat is transferred.
Which one came first, the Snickers or the Mars bar? Because I got a feeling that, I think they're both pretty much the same, except this one gets the nuts. It gets the peanuts, and Mars doesn't. That's why I prefer Mars, because the peanuts could be a little bit tough sometimes, Not great. When I want to eat a chocolate, I don't want to like bite it off. I can just leave it in my mouth and just let it melt. And I feel like I can do that with the Mars bar. And Mars has the ice creams too.
To this screw mixer, where it's combined with freshly ground peanut butter, infusing each Snickers bar with a burst of nutty flavor that's hard to resist. Once the peanut butter and nougat is fully mixed, it travels along an elevated conveyor belt at the top of the factory. This trip also allows the nougat to cool down a bit before the next step.
Chill out. Chill out, nougat.
By the time the nougat and peanut butter blend had reached its peak, it had been heated to a precise 195 degrees. At this point, the elevated conveyor deposits the mix into a large hopper, where gravity takes over, dropping the warm mixture between a pair of two giant rollers below, which are chilled to a frosty 24 degrees Fahrenheit. This machine, called a sheeter, will press and cool the mix simultaneously as it passes through the middle.
The
sudden chill causes the nougat to stick to the rollers, forming a delicate skin on the cold metal, an important step that shapes the nougat into its final width. As the rollers spin, a blade scrapes the nougat off, settling it onto a stainless steel conveyor belt below. As soon as the nougat lands, it's conveyed towards the next step, where it will be joined with the creamy caramel and crunchy peanuts. As these steps unfold, the roasted peanuts make their timely exit from the industrial tunnel oven after about 30 minutes, perfectly toasted and full of flavor. They tumble onto this conveyor, ready to join the process. As they progress down the line, a worker spreads the nuts around, ensuring they remain separated and evenly distributed. Then they travel through this spinning drum, where a fine mist of salt is applied, adding that extra little bit of flavor to every single peanut. Meanwhile, over in the kitchen area, having achieved a perfect smooth and creamy texture, the hot caramel is ready to join in on the fun. Released from the kettle via a discharge valve at the bottom, the molten caramel flows into this large vat positioned directly below.
Oh, dude. Did they clean everything, or does this shit works 24/7? Because if it works 24/7, let's say it does. I know this was created in 1930, but let's say the factory has been working since 1990, and they don't really clean. They just work 24/7. There's always like a shift working and making. You're eating Mars bars from 40 years ago. 40 years ago. With stuff from 40 years ago. Obviously, they have to clean it. But how the fuck do you clean some of those machines? You can't just get in there. You'll become a bar. How the fuck do they do it?
Once it's filled, the vat is then raised and carefully poured into a depositor. This mechanism directs the flow into a...
Those little machines, they probably have machines that like can clean themselves. You put some product and they clean themselves. It could be like that. It could be like that. They have like it would be a smart thing to do. Maybe like a button next to where everything works, and then you just click on that shit and like it cleans itself. You can't know that it's 100% clean, but Nothing ever is.
Tube that ultimately feeds into a screw auger
Those
where
small
the hot
things
caramel
can
will meet
easily
the
just
freshly roasted
hit
peanuts. At the same time,
like
the
with
freshly roasted and salted
water
peanuts
pressure
fall
gun.
from the salting conveyor into the warm caramel below. As they land, the auger continuously turns, perfectly mixing the caramel and nuts into a delightful sticky mixture. This harmonious blend is then pushed forward by the screw auger, moving the mix seamlessly towards the next stage. After a thorough mixing, the deliciously gooey mixture of peanuts and caramel gently cascades from the auger onto a giant rotating metal drum called a cooling roller that's chilled to about 24 degrees Fahrenheit. At this stage, the caramel is still a bit too runny, so the roller evenly distributes and thins out the mix, all while cooling the caramel to a more manageable consistency. This step is pivotal in transforming the gooey mixture into a uniform, even sheet, perfectly primed for the next assembly phase.
Right, you should so.
Now it's time to unite the two delicious layers. First, a large blade carefully scrapes the layer of caramel and peanuts from the cooling roller, while it falls directly atop the nougat layer moving along the conveyor below. Together, they then pass beneath a pressing roller, which seamlessly integrates them into a single, uniform slab at the ideal thickness. The combined caramel and nougat slab then enters an enclosed refrigerated tunnel, where it's cooled to a stable 65 degrees Fahrenheit. The cooling tunnel not only hardens the layers, ensuring it can be easily sliced, but it also harmonizes their flavors, making each bite a perfect balance of salty and sweet, chewy and crunchy. After cooling, the slab progresses and next encounters the slitter machine. Equipped with 19 rotating blades, this machine efficiently divides the large slab of nougat, caramel, and nuts into 38 manageable strips. As the lengthy strips advance, they encounter these sharp, guillotine-like blades. These blades slice through each strip, cutting them in the opposite direction to form individual 4.5-inch bars. Each bar is...
How do they do the other sizes, though? Do they have specialized machines for those sizes, or do they have to adjust that machine to make like the fun sizes or the XL or whatever? And what about the other ones, the ice cream? Obviously we're just seeing making the basic ones.
Now perfectly sized for its final coating of luscious milk chocolate. Speaking of chocolate, let's circle back to where our journey began, where the creamy milk chocolate has just completed its tempering process and is now smooth and velvety. It's now directed into two enrobing machines, ready to envelop the bars in a rich chocolatey goodness. Initially, they pass through the bottom enrober, which immerses their base in a shallow pool of milk chocolate, laying the foundation for total coverage. Following that, they proceed under the full enrober, a magical machine that wraps each bar completely in a luxurious layer of silky smooth chocolate. It's at this point that they start to take on that iconic look of a Snickers. As the chocolate starts to set, the bars move across these vibrating grates, which help distribute the chocolate evenly over the entire bar and eliminate any air pockets. But it doesn't stop at just a coat of chocolate. The coating, still soft and malleable, pass under this decorative roller machine that gives each Snickers its secret signature swirl on top. Next time you unwrap one, be sure to look for it yourself. After receiving their signature swirl, the bars enter this cooling tunnel, allowing the chocolate coating to fully solidify and preparing them for their final wrap.
Slut.
Following their journey through the cooling tunnel, the Snickers bars are now finally ready for packaging. Here, each bar is enveloped in the iconic Snickers wrapper, a specially designed plastic that ensures freshness. This wrapping machine, equipped with heat-sealing technology, can seal the edges at an impressive rate of up to 1,000 bars per minute, efficiently preparing them for shipment.
A lot of bars.
And from here, they're not just headed to candy aisles. They're embarking on a global mission to conquer cravings, one satisfying bite at a time. Thanks for watching Made Vision. We'll see you soon.
We'll see if we see soon. M&Ms are made in factory. We might see him. We might see them soon. We might see them soon. I still want to know how to make the small ones and the big ones and the other ones. Mostly the small ones and the big ones. I don't know if they adjust that machine, or if they have a different machine that does it. Maybe that have a different factory just made. Okay, you make the fun size. That factory over there makes the big ones. You make the ice cream ones. You make the ones that are gonna up my ass. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and get a Snickers bar. You're not you when you're hungry.